All right, I have Nick here with Panhandle Health. How are you today?
Yeah, doing great. How about yourself, Tabitha?
Doing well. So he's going to tell us a little bit about himself and what he does at Panhandle Health, but then we're going to chat a little quickly about social distancing, especially out on our North Idaho Centennial Trail. So tell us a little bit about you.
Great, thanks. So I'm the operations section chief here for our COVID response for the Panhandle Health District. All that kind of jargon means is that I'm fortunate enough to get to run essentially the doing side of our operations and our response to the COVID-19 epidemic. And so with that, we have a pretty outstanding team that works 7 days a week here at the Panhandle Health District, doing contact tracing and working with our community, working with our active monitors, and really making sure that we can provide the best protection and also support for those connected in some way to the coronavirus epidemic.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a fantastic job. I mean, you guys are working nonstop and great job on the news. Just like we're very proud that you guys are in charge. And we are keeping those numbers low, which is, I mean, like you said, with social distancing. So switching into social distancing outside on the Centennial Trail,
Mhm. Yeah.
tell us what to do and why it's so important.
Yeah, great question. I think many of us, one of the greatest parts about living up here in North Idaho is our access to the outdoors. And especially this time of year, the sun's out, being outdoor and active, and also being safe at the same time. So thinking about ways where if you kind of feel ill or a little bit off, still thinking about staying home. And then also when you are outside, looking at least maintaining kind of 6 feet a minimum between one another to maintain that good social distance. Other things you can, be prepared, bring your own food and water so that you essentially don't have to, let's say, stop off at other restaurants and establishments that may not be open. A little bit of pre-planning, not going out when you might feel a little bit sick. Those really small precautions, a lot of common sense things. Washing your hands, of course, good hygiene. Is really the some of the best ways that we've seen to be safe and still be active and enjoy North Idaho summer.
Exactly. I know I had someone mention me, and I didn't even think about this, but when you're running or cycling, sometimes you spit or do those kind of things too. I mean, it's something I think as just a runner, a cyclist, you do those things. Kind of, I guess that's a super important piece not to be doing that as well, right?
It would be a preference.
Yes. Okay.
A
I
good
know it's
question.
silly, but
No, very true. Yeah, if you can, it'd be a definite preference if you could refrain from essentially having you're trying to limit droplet spread. As many of you may know who are watching this video, we see a lot of asymptomatic or even like really mild symptoms. So you may not even feel sick, but you could potentially be spreading the virus. So doing things like that to essentially, not take a giant swig from your water bottle, swish it around your mouth and
right.
spit it out all over the trail or something. That would be a preference.
Thank
If
you.
you could do that. It's a lot of common sense things, that hopefully you'd be doing in your house or around town. And so when you're out there at recreating, it's really kind of thinking about that and taking care of the space and yourself while you're there.
Perfect. Well, do you have anything else to tell our followers here that are, especially our trail users, that'll be out this weekend using the Centennial Trail?
Hmm. Gosh, I would say, I'm pretty cautiously optimistic that we're really seeing our data and our cases really starting to make an impact based on really how great everyone has been doing at social distancing. A lot of hard work from our healthcare industry and our essential service industries. And so I would, again, encourage everyone to go outside and enjoy yourself, but still recreate responsibly, play it safe, and social distancing is really have some really strong indicators that it's working pretty well.
Perfect. Well, thank you for bringing some positivity to this time. It is nice to hear that there is some good things happening, and that people staying home and social distancing and doing what they're supposed to, that it is paying off.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tabitha. Yeah.